Welcome to Northland Public Library. Now that you've become a member of our team, wouldn't you like to know a bit about our library's history, structure, and mission? Wouldn't you like to know what we do, as well as the how and why? My name is Kelly Moten, and I'm the Director of Library Services. What I hope you'll take away from this presentation is how Northland has grown over the years, the importance of the 5 municipalities that both support and are served by Northland, and to make you aware of the many services Northland provides. Northland opened October 6, 1968, in a building on 3 Degree Road. It had 16,000 items in 10,000 square feet and served 54,000 residents in the 4 communities that voted to support it, which are the borough of Bradford Woods, Franklin Park Borough, Ross Township, and the town of McCandless. In 1972, space became a problem as the collection expanded to 50,716 items. Also in 1972, Northland started offering programs for the community, such as story time for children and book clubs for adults. 10 years after it opened, in 1978, Northland moved to its current location at 300 Cumberland Road. It has a ground entrance on both levels. In 2001, Northland joined the Allegheny County Library Association, or ACLA, which made it part of a consortium of libraries. This means better service for all residents of Allegheny County, since with their library card, they can borrow any item from any of the 70-plus libraries and branches in the county, have it delivered to their library of choice, and return it to any library, regardless of which library actually owns it. It also gives patrons access to thousands more e-books than any one library could provide. The library you're in currently has over 350,000 items in 30,000 square feet and serves 81,000 residents in 5 municipalities. Remember, Bradford Woods, Franklin Park, McCandless, and Ross Township, and then Marshall Township joined in 1989. That makes it the second largest library in Allegheny County, with the Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh being the largest. So, in 47 years, its size was multiplied by 3, but its contents were multiplied by almost 22. These days, Northland has over 200,000 physical items available for patrons to borrow or use at the library. While most of these are still books, of course, we also lend DVDs, music CDs, talking books, backpack kits, board and video games, Wi-Fi hotspots, and even ukuleles. In addition, patrons can borrow many items without ever coming to the library by downloading e-content. For our patrons who don't live close to Northland, we also have a bookmobile and 2 off-site lending kiosks. We also have 35 computers patrons can use in the library to do research, print resumes, check their email, and so on. The library also has reference librarians who answer research questions from patrons. Northland's creative and energetic staff are dedicated to providing lifelong learning and discovery opportunities for the community by offering about 1,000 programs annually. Programming for kids includes early literacy programs beginning at age 6 months, STEM programs for school-age children, special programs for teens, family programs, and even library sleepovers. Adult programs include cooking classes, discussion groups, computer classes, health and fitness classes, and film series. Programs are usually held in the library, but they also take place in our local schools, daycare centers, community centers, parks, and other places in the community. You can learn more about these and other programs by reading Northland's monthly newsletter. Northland often collaborates with other community organizations. We partner with local art groups to display their art. We work with the local schools, including CCAC North, to offer programs like Digital Boot Camp. We offer joint programs with the Caring Place and Western Psych, and North Park gave us magnifying glasses, binoculars, and flip charts for the Explorer backpacks we now lend. So who's in charge here? The Northland Public Library Authority, which is a municipal authority chartered by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, is made up of the 5 municipalities served by the library. Say them with me now: Bradford Woods, Franklin Park, Marshall Township, Ross Township, and the town of McCandless. They own the building and all the assets. The Northland Public Library Foundation, which was started in 1985, is a separate supporting 501c3 organization with its own board of directors who are appointed by the Northland Public Library Authority Board. The Northland Public Library is governed by a board of directors consisting of 7 unpaid members who are appointed to 5-year terms by the elected officials of the 5 supporting municipalities. The board hires the executive director and makes policy. The executive director runs the library and carries out and enforces policies. And the Northland Public Library Foundation was created to raise funds for the library. How is the library funded? Okay, third time now. We've got the 5 supporting municipalities: Bradford Woods, Franklin Park, Marshall Township, Ross Township, and the town of McCandless. Their contributions add up to almost $1.7 million, which is nearly 60% of the library's budget. The RAD, or Regional Asset District, which gives money to libraries, parks, museums, and other regional assets, gives the library nearly $550,000, or about 20% of the library's budget. The state of Pennsylvania, including table gaming money from casinos, gives the library almost $293,000, or 10%, and the rest comes from other sources such as the NPL Foundation, patron fines, and Northland's used book sales. Northland Public Library enables, empowers, and encourages lifelong learning and discovery. Northland's values are knowledge, quality, customer focus, teamwork, and integrity. We will provide free and equal access to information, as well as programs, technology, and services that connect people with each other and the world of ideas. We will invest in resources to ensure our services, collection, programming, staff, and facility meet or exceed our customers' expectations. We will provide all library users with services that are courteous, prompt, efficient, friendly, and innovative in a nurturing environment. We will work together to deliver consistent, quality-driven services accomplished through open communication, mutual respect, patience, and commitment to solving problems. We will seek excellence in the stewardship of both public and private funding, behaving at all times in ways which are fair and ethical. If you are a new staff member and you haven't read the Employee Handbook yet, do it. It contains answers to most of your employee policy questions. The handbook can be found on Northland's SharePoint site. So, what's not in the handbook? Northland has a SharePoint site for staff use only. You can log in with the username and password you use for your library email. SharePoint is where you will find forms you might need, library statistics, internal policies and procedures, and all other current information to keep you informed. All staff members who work at least 17.5 hours per week are required to complete 6 hours of continuing education credits every 2 years. This is up to you to keep up with, so keep your eyes open for opportunities. If you are a staff member aged 18 or over, you'll have to take mandated reporter training, which is 3 CE credits. Many other CE opportunities are listed on Northland's SharePoint site. Your supervisor may also alert you about classes or seminars relevant to your work. There are red emergency procedures binders located in every department that detail what to do in case of various emergencies. Please familiarize yourself with these procedures. The importance of confidentiality cannot be stressed enough. You are expected to maintain the confidentiality of patron records, except whenever mandated by law, which isn't often. Patron records contain personal information that cannot be shared with anyone, including the patron's family members. Protection of privacy includes your fellow staff members. Handling patron records will be explained in greater detail by your supervisor. Here's a chart for you to memorize. It shows the organizational layout of Northland Public Library. I'm afraid you might need a magnifying glass to really read all of it. I thought it would be useful for you to see this, to see how things are laid out and how things are organized. But I am kidding, you don't have to memorize this slide. Now, when your friends ask you where you work, or if they say, "I thought Google and ebooks made libraries obsolete," you can answer them by saying, "Northland Library is a growing organization that is treasured by the community and which contributes to the lives of people throughout Allegheny County through education and entertainment." My thanks goes to Willa from Northland Public Library's Children and Young Adults Department, who has been here since the beginning and who provided much of the history presented here, Amy, the Executive Director, who created and maintains the Northland Historical Image Collection, and the former Director, Sandy, who created a similar presentation some years ago from which this is derived. We have an open door policy at Northland. Please feel free to ask me, your supervisor, or anyone in the building really, any questions you may have now or in the future. Good luck!